Hello and welcome to the stream. Today we are back with our Ultimate Decades Challenge and we are in the year 1338. And we have, unfortunately, more enlistments that we have to go through and more people that are probably going to die. And that is, well, unfortunate. But it is the name of the game and it is what has to take place in our Ultimate Decades Challenge. So we are going to have more dice rolls today. We are going to have a lot of dice rolls actually we have to get through in the first part of this stream. We are going to be rolling for all of the men, teen to adult, to see if they are going to be enlisted in the English Naval Campaign or if they are going to, and if they're going to die. And then we also have to roll for all of the civilians and see if they're going to die in this portion. So let's go ahead and discuss a little bit about the English Channel Naval Campaign. It says here, the English Channel Naval Campaign of the years 1338 and 1339 saw a protracted series of raids conducted by the French Navy and numerous privately owned raiders and pirates against English towns, shipping, and islands in the English Channel, which caused widespread panic, damage, and financial loss to the region and prompted a serious readjustment of English finances during the early stages of the 100 Years' War. This period was then followed by a French disaster caused by overconfidence and a reversing of roles, which had a major effect in the English successes of the next 2 decades. So basically, they raided the English towns during a critical point in the developing war. So this happened right after the start of the 100 Years' War in 1337. So this happened in 1338 to 1339. And so we are going to be seeing this take place in 1338, the English Channel Campaign, Naval Campaign, and we have to unfortunately roll some dice to see who is going to have to perish in these raids and things of that nature. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and get started because we have a lot to do. So we are here in France. As you can see, we have this family here, our Petechia family. This is Hilda and her new husband, Angelo. We are going to start off with them. For this, we have to roll a d6 for all male Sims, teen to adult, to see if they are enlisted in the English Channel Naval Campaign. If they roll a 2, they are enlisted. And then I have to roll a d8 to see if the soldier dies. And I have to roll a d12 for all civilians, and if they roll a 1, they die. So we're going to roll for all of our male Sims first, and then we'll roll for our civilians. So we're going to roll for Angelo. We're going to roll a d6 to see if he rolls a 2 to see if he is enlisted. So we'll go through all of our men first. I have written down all of our men, so we'll jump through all of our men first and see how they fare in this portion of seeing if they're going to be enlisted in the English Channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in and do it. Alright, so I already have our d6 dice up. We're going to go ahead and give it a roll, and he rolled a 6, so Angelo does make it. He survives. And then we are going to go into our next house. In Henford on Bagley, we're going to go over here to the Arundel household. We're going to roll for Ernie and see if Ernie has to go into the war or not. He rolls a 2. So we'll roll again for him to see if he survives the war or not. So for him, we have to roll a d8 to see if he dies. So if we roll a d8 and he rolls a 3 or a 7. And he survives. Thank goodness. And then we're going to go over to the McGrath family. And we are going to roll for Bernard McGrath and see if he is going to go into the war. He rolled a 3, so he does not get drafted. Our next family is at the monastery. We are going to be rolling for Sten to see if he is being drafted in. And he rolls a 3, so he is not drafted. And then we have the Harding residents. So we're going to roll for Everard Harding and Philip Hammond both. So for Everard, he rolls a 2. And for Philip Hammond, he rolls a 6, so he's safe. So let's go for our D8, and if he rolls a 3 or a 7, and he survives. And then we have to go over to our family and see if Edward goes to war. And he rolls a 5, so he survives, or he doesn't get drafted. And then we have to roll, according to our spreadsheet, a D12 for all civilians, and if they roll a 1, they die. So for our first family, we have the McNulty family. So we are going to roll for the McNulty family first. And so we have Dahlia. She rolls a 5, so she survives. And then we have Joan, and we have Gemma. All of them survive. And then we have our Ledford family, and there's 4 in that family, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them survive. And for the Petechia family, we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They all survive. And for our monastery, if I can click on it here. We have 3. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so Isabella McMathan dies. And then for our Harding, Nale Barrow, and she lives. And then for our family, we have 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They all survive. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then we're gonna go back over to our other worlds. And we're gonna roll for Edith. Why is it not working here? So Edith is a 1 roll. She survives. And then we have the McGrath family. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2. All right. So who dies? Bridget dies. 3, 4, 5, 6. Everyone else survives. All right, and then we have Isabel, Allura, and Hugh. 1, so Isabel dies. Allura lives, and Hugh lives. And if we go to our Brindleton Bay house and we roll for Hilda, she lives. And that should be everyone. Yes. Okay. So we have everyone has gone through, and the people that have died according to our rolls are who? So for the English channel, we have lost Isabel, Bridget, and Isabella McMathan. So we've had 3 deaths because of this war. So I'm going to put that in our spreadsheet. All right, let's type that in here. That we are losing Isabel, Arundel. We are losing Bridget McGrath. And we are losing Isabella McMathan to the war as civilian casualties. And then we will go over here and we will put them in as death, deceased. So the first one is Isabel. Where is she on our list? There's Isabella McMathan. She's deceased as of 1338. She's a teen. Isabel, and then the last one was Bridget. Okay, so we have lost 3 to our war. All right, and we will go ahead now and go into our game with our main family and get started playing here. We have gotten lucky once again with Edward and not lost him. To war or anything like that. I don't know how he's continually getting lucky with these things, but he seems to be getting lucky with these things. So we are not going to complain, considering he is our, you know, main household and our head of household. But yeah, it is sad that we have had casualties of war, and it wasn't even the soldiers that died, it was our civilians that passed away. So that is unfortunate. And Isabella was due to, like, she just became a preteen and was about to become a teen soon. So that is unfortunate. But, yeah. It's not ideal. It's really not ideal. So we are in with our main family now, and we have, as you can see, a pregnant Rose again. She is pregnant and she is in her 2nd trimester. She will be in her 3rd trimester in 13 hours. We have to obviously check on our family and just see how they're doing. We are, as we know, in 1338. We had sent our family members off to the war in 1337. We just had to go through this surprise raid of the English Channel for 1338, and everyone had to see if they were facing death for that scare of the war. And now everyone is obviously in high tensions because they're not understanding, you know, why they're having to face all of these things. Well, she's very happy, clearly. But aside from that, most people are in high tensions. She's just very happy because she's pregnant. They had a baby that they lost, and so she is ecstatic that they're expecting again. And she is really hoping that this baby is going to make it. So she is just very happy overall. But there's a lot of people that are having high tensions about the war. They are worried about the people that have been sent away to war and wondering if they are going to make it home. And obviously there's a lot of high tensions, not knowing what the outcome of this war is going to be, how long it's going to last, and they are concerned with how it is going to affect everyone and their homes, and if more people are going to have to be sent out. Obviously, Edward is concerned about it. He has had to face being drafted twice now. He's gotten lucky both times, thankfully, but he's not naive to the fact that he could very potentially be sent off to war, that he's not going to always be lucky and, you know, get out of having to go and serve. So he's worried about that. He's thinking to himself, you know, what happens if I have to go to war and I have to leave my family behind? And how are they going to be able to make it on this farm without me? You know, Rose has all of these children that she would have to take care of. And what am I going to do if I have to leave them behind? How are they going to be able to make it? So I think he has some tensions around all of that as well. He has seen his other family members that have had their husbands go off to war, and they are obviously doing without and having to raise their children by themselves. And he knows that isn't, you know, that's difficult for them, and he doesn't want to see Rose have to do that, especially now that, you know, she's with child, and he's hoping that they're going to have several more babies, and he's thinking, how's she gonna do this? You know, she's taking care of my first wife's children. Now she's having her own children. Is it fair to her to ask her to take care of my children with my first wife and then our children without me here? Is that fair for me to ask her to do those things? But Rose isn't really thinking about things like that. All she's thinking about is, you know, we'll get through this day by day and we'll face whatever we have to face. And he's like, you know, you're a godsend. So she is just happy and feeling like she's blessed because she's able to have children and they're getting pregnant. And yeah, so she's just very happy overall. She's not letting this war stuff get her down. What are you doing? You're just gonna stand there, or are you gonna actually collect that honey? You're just gonna stand there? Okay, we love that. Alright, perfect. So Edward has collected everything from the mailbox. We had sold our cow because our cow was getting on in years. So now we have a ton of things that we have in our inventory here that, you know, we love it. I'm going to just get him to plant a couple of these things here. He should be able to plant this. Yeah, let's get him to plant these things. So we'll plant the carrot, we'll plant the tomato, and then the rest of the stuff we'll just put in the fridge. He's got some lettuce, we got a potato, we got some eggs and choco berries, some flour. I don't know, we got a golden egg, we got a watermelon, and we got some flour. That might have been sugar, actually. We got a bunch of things in our inventory from that cow. Some jam. Lots of things that she is going to be able to cook with, which we love. Alright, his needs are great. She just needs a little bit of fun. Alright, you need a bath, Alda. And what is wrong with you? You have filthy clothing? Okay, well, sometimes it'd be like that. Let's see if I can get Rose to come up here and do some wash. We'll get her to wash this laundry. And we'll get Gregor to work on his shapes because that helps him with his thinking skill, and that is good for us. And he was just hugging him. That was so sweet. I'm sure he's thinking to himself, I'm so glad that I'm here with my family and I didn't get called off, and obviously nothing happened to me. They don't have any eggs to collect in this coop? No? Okay, so I'm just going to get him to come out and take care of these chickens and give them a feed, collect the eggs that need to be collected, and we will obviously deal with that kind of stuff. And I don't know if we should get another cow. We probably should, just so that she can have some milk for things to cook. So I'll probably go ahead and purchase us a new cow. And I will get her to come out and clean the cow and feed the cow and milk the cow. I wish that John wasn't so uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable because he has dirty clothes. But there's nothing I can really do about that because, you know, change your clothes. I don't know what to tell you. So today is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday, obviously, of 1338. And tomorrow we have birthdays for no one on the schedule. But on Sunday we have a birthday for Luca Petechia, and Aurora is aging up to a full teen. So we have some birthdays that are coming down for Sunday and Monday. So we love that. Aurora obviously will at that point be able to go ahead and marry. So we could, if we wanted to, go ahead and start trying to find her someone that she could be interested in at that point to marry. So we'll probably play with Aurora's family at that point and try to get her interested in a love interest so that she can marry. I do believe that she could marry, but she can't have children. So, I don't know. We will just have to see how that works out. Maybe she won't want to marry because she can't have children. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Let me know if you think that she should maybe not marry because she's not able to have children, or if we should go ahead and get her married even though she can't have children. Would she want to get married even though she knows that she can't have children? Or would she want to stay single? I don't really know. Usually in this time I think they would marry because it would be frowned upon for them to stay single. But you know, she can't have children, so maybe she would feel like she shouldn't marry because she's not able to bear any children in a marriage. So Rose is going to be in her third trimester in 6 hours. And where are we on our calendar here? We have our harvest tomorrow for our summer harvest. So we love that. So that's something else that we're going to be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow will be our summer harvest. I'm going to get her in here cooking something because she did make a cheese platter, but she probably should cook something. She can make chunky vegetable stew, so we'll get her to make some of that. Okay, clearly they want to have a little bit of the alone time, but she's like, I have to cook. As he's approached her, she likes cross-stitching. Alda seems to be enjoying each and every stitch. Should she gain the likes cross-stitching preference? Sure.
Oh boy, Jabby Joe, you. Oh, Babcaro, Absib, Hudapai Blorid, Arenak. Ugh.
Go ahead and finish that.
Dimpa Blue. Snappy Goby.
Oh, she hurt her finger. Okay, that's fine. Why don't you go out here then after you go to the washroom, and then you can go fishing for a little while and we'll try to catch some fish. You caught a goldfish. We're just going to sell that because we can't be cooking no goldfish. And he caught all kinds of fish, but they're foul, so we're going to have to sell them. So let's get him out here and he can go fishing as well. So we'll get them catching some fish so that she can have fish to cook, and that'll be wonderful. Why don't you clean this because it's dirty? Okay, there's got to be something that you can do with your time, Edward. Collect the honey and apply the mite treatments. And why don't you come out here and fiddle around with the blacksmithing table for a bit? He's like, do I have to? He absolutely hates blacksmithing. If you remember, he's just not a fan. But we'll have him do it anyway, just because she caught an orchid. Okay, well, we love that. Why don't you actually try to catch some fish, though? Yeah, she's just not a fan of the whole, or he's just not a fan of the whole blacksmithing stuff. He much would prefer doing his nectar making, but he hasn't grown anything to do nectar making, so that's why he's not been doing anything with it. Maybe he should just purchase some supplies. We can get him to make some apple nectar. That'll make him happy. Possibly. Alda is catching flowers left and right, but she's not catching any fish. But she is very good at catching orchids. She can hatch some eggs and collect some eggs and scatter some feed. And little Gregor is asleep, but he desperately needs a bath. So I'm probably going to get her to give him a bath when she's done with the chickens. So we'll get her in here to give him a bath. We'll go ahead and get him up. Did you catch any fish, John? No, you didn't. Go fishing some more. Alright, you caught a trout. We love that. We'll put that in the fridge. Perfect. So she'll be able to make fish head stew now, I believe, with that trout. And then we will have a different kind of food that they can eat because obviously gruel gets old after a while, and even pottage, they eat that a lot. But having some different variety of meals will be nice for them. Look at him. He's like, I absolutely can't stand doing this. Oh, and he's got himself a little bit of a cold. He's feeling stuffed up. There's a party inside his face. You caught a goldfish, did you? Well, we'll sell that. We're not eating any goldfish. Alright, she's caught some trout and a koi, so we'll let her take a break from fishing for a while. I really would like John to catch something, but it's not looking promising, unfortunately. I don't think he's going to catch us anything. And I really hoped that you would go in and give little Gregor a bath, but he's coming out to find you, so clearly you didn't do what I asked you to do. So you're just standing out here with the chickens.
Pak yoin limla? Kirbaya!
She's like, do you need a bath? And he's like, yes, I do. I desperately need a bath. And she's like, okay, come on, let's go in and take yourself a bath. Alright, so we have some steel and we have some copper. We love that. And we have a ton of wool, but I don't know what we would use it for. Maybe, do they use that? They don't use that for cross-stitching, I don't suppose. Oh, they do use that for cross-stitching. Maybe we should give the wool to Alda because she cross-stitches. There. All right. We're letting him do his wine making or his nectar making. And oh man, you know, he hasn't done it in quite some time. He still needs a little bit of work. He's not got the best skill at it, but you know, he's trying. He's feeling super uncomfortable because he's got that cold. But after he does this, we'll let him go in and get something to eat. And then everyone can kind of get themselves off to bed. Oh, you should get up and go to the bathroom. You desperately need to go wee. Alright. I give up, John. I don't think you're going to catch anything. What'd you catch? Oh, you caught a kissing gourami. Okay, well, I don't know if we can eat that, but we'll put it in the fridge just in case we can. And then you can come grab yourself a serving of food. You need to come eat something too, buddy. Everybody's going to grab themselves something to eat and then head themselves off to bed because it is about 9 o'clock almost at night. And early to bed, early to rise with the family. And they have a full harvest that they need to get done tomorrow. And so they will have to get up early to tend to the chickens and the cow and then get the harvest off. So we will go ahead and get everyone to get food in their bellies and off to bed they will go. Go to bed. Alright, little Gregor, off you go to get something to eat. He's like, I'm so tired. I know you are. Just go to bed. You're sleepy and you're sick.
Exenoid Guma?
And you can go to bed as well. Go on to bed. I'll clean this up for you. Thank you. And little Gregor is the last one up. He's just having himself his supper and then he'll head off back up the stairs to bed. It takes him forever to waddle down and then waddle back up, but you know, that is the way it is sometimes. He's like, that was a pretty tasty dish. Whatever that was, there should be more of it in my tummy. Yum. Aw. Alright, we'll go to bed. Up you go. What are you doing up? Oh, you've got to go to the washroom desperately, don't you? And she is in her 3rd trimester. This sim is nearly full term and more than ready to have this kid and be done with it already. She's going to give birth in question mark, question mark, question mark. So she's going to the washroom, and then we'll let her go ahead and grab herself a serving of food because she's also hungry. And then I'll put her back to bed. She is so happy. From discovering herself through life experiences, Rose has realized something new about herself, good or bad. She is happy to have learned something new about her personality, and she is happy from marital bliss back to where it all began. Who knew marriage would still feel this great? Aww. She is a little bit tense because they had a fire in the house because Alda attempted to cook, and that did not go very well. She damn near burnt the whole house down. And the thing that she learned about herself was that she is a neat sim, which we already knew. She just took a little bit of time to figure that out. Into bed you go. Oh, she's gonna have to get up and go pee again because, as you know, she is pregnant and has to pee so frequently. It's 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. It is our summer harvest day. She's up to go to the washroom. Everyone else is still in bed asleep, and she will go to the washroom, and then I'm gonna have her just clean up a little bit. We do have some dirty dishes here. This food has kind of spoiled. And then we'll go ahead and get her to, I wonder what she can make under the breakfast tab. Eggs and soldiers? Let's make that. Oh, she can only make a single serving. Well, that's not okay. What else can she make? Watermelon salad. Let's get her to make that. He's once again approached her for some adult time, and she's like, I have to cook. I want to, but I have to cook. On the same sign with similar pregnancy wishes, what a joy to be in the company of one's partner when they share one's delight in a pregnancy and upcoming birth. Aww. That's so sweet. I'm gonna get him to just clean up for her while she's cooking. And then he can grab a serving. She could grab a serving. And then they can go ahead after they've eaten and they can get started with the chores of the day. Because as we know, it is the harvest and we need to go ahead and get started with that. So they can start with the chickens and the cow. And actually, I'm going to let the children do the chickens. But he can go out and clean the shed. And she can call over the cow and milk the cow. And then they can both work together on the harvest and getting the harvest done once it tells me that it's time for the harvest to be done. Alright, you can clean this coop and scatter feed for that one. And you can clean this coop and scatter feed for that one. Well, he needs to go to the washroom really bad as well. But the cow will be taken care of, the chickens are going to be taken care of, and then as soon as it lets me know that it is summer harvest officially, we'll get them out there and we will do our harvest for the day. Why are you feeling so flirty? Did you do what I told you to do? You already cleaned the shed? You did not. Go to the washroom and then clean the shed, sir. And we should be giving birth to this baby today, so we'll find out also if she's gonna make it through this pregnancy, or well, through this labor, and if her baby's going to make it, which fingers crossed this does take place and the baby does make it. Did you clean that shed? Clean the bloody shed. Why is he not cleaning that shed? Okay, let's reset the shed. Now clean it. It says it's slightly dirty, so clean it. He is so sick. He's feverish. Edward is hot, like super hot, and not that good, ready for his close-up kind of way. There sure were a lot of odors in that shed. Did Edward step in something? Maybe it's time he took a shower. Really? I forgot he's a squeamish sim. Let's let him take a bath. He's just gonna stand there frozen in time. Let's do a quick save. It's now officially summer harvest, so you can't just stand there frozen in time. You have a summer harvest that you have to get to, tend into. And you're not well. Oh dear. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can go into Cass and that'll reset him that way.
Sakini Mixlin.
Yeah. How did you end up indoors? Okay, well that's strange. But it is officially summer harvest, so get out here and harvest everything. And you get out here and you harvest everything. And we will work the harvest. Did you girls and boys come out here and do what you were supposed to do? No, you didn't. Clean the coop and collect the eggs. Perfect, so they are working on their summer harvest, and he is asleep, but I'm going to get him to get up out of bed and come grab himself a serving of food. Why is there just a piece of bread there? Okay. You can grab a serving of this. She's like, these bloody bees. I know, every time you get around these bees, they attack you, but, you know, it is what it is. And Alda's reached cross-stitch level 3. That's amazing. We love that.
I am Forab. Oh, Singular Fanoi.
Alright, all of the harvest has been done. Both of them have met their harvesting. Oh, except for Alda. She didn't meet it. I don't think she can do anything. She's just going to have herself a bad holiday because it's not going to let her do anything with this anyway. You need to go to the washroom. He's so sick. So sick. Can you get some water and maybe that will make you feel better? You need to grab something to eat. Don't go in your diaper. You know how to use the potty now. Why are you trying to repair that? It's raining. It's just gonna, like, it's not worth it. Go ahead and clean that up. You gotta do something fun with your time. Everyone in this family is desperate for fun. They've got to have something fun to do. Don't clean out the insect farm. Maybe do clean it out. I don't understand. Well, hang them on the clothesline. How are we doing? She's getting so close to giving birth. I think we are getting very close. And let's go ahead and roll for our next season. So if we roll a D4 for our next season for our crops, we rolled a 3. That means that we have another crops blight, which is bloody great. So let's go ahead and change our season or our crops to a crops blight. So back from a bug zone to a crops blight for the next season. We love that. It's just freaking great. It would be really great if I could get great soil, but that never happens. I always get stupid things like bugs and blights. I can't catch a break. Okay, can you make something? All right, you can make bread. Let's make some cheese. And then you can make, ooh, let's make fish head stew. And then it's time to sell the chickens. Elder, 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 elder. Every single one of them have to go. We'll have to buy new chickens. Alright, let's purchase some chickens. Let's do some brown hens. And then one rooster. Everyone's trying to fix that bloody pump. Come grab yourself a serving of this food because you're hungry. And Alda, you need to come eat something. Alda is very sick. She's scratchy from illness. It feels as if there's a swarm of invisible insects marching all over her skin. She is like, look at her. Oh, Alda, come out. Come out and let us look at you, Alda. Where are you? Oh my goodness. What has happened to you? You poor thing. You better go to the bathroom, Rose, because you are about to pee yourself. Oh, John's out there fishing and catching all kinds of stuff. We love that. Let's go ahead and put all this fish in the fridge. Except for the goldfish, clearly. And we got a hatchable egg. So we will put that in the coop. Oh my goodness, everyone in this house is getting sick because now John's dizzy. I think there's some kind of sickness going around. Can you clean that up, please? John's like, what are you doing? And Alda's like, I'm doing a little bit of cross-stitching. And he's like, you know, that's really boring. Like, most people don't cross-stitch until they're older. You're a teenager and you're doing cross-stitching. That's dumb. And she's like, you're dumb. And he's like, I'm not dumb. And she's like, you don't know anything. This is a hobby. I'm just doing hobbies. It's better than being bored. And he's like, it's not fun to do that. And she's like, well, I can't just go outside and fish all the time. I need to do something fun with my time. And I think this is fun. I enjoy doing it. And he's like, ugh. You are a boring sister. And she's like, okay, well, I don't think it's boring. I enjoy doing it. Maybe you should pick up a hobby in your spare time. I don't think John has any hobbies though, honestly. Other than doing jokester stuff with his sister, like that was what he liked to do. But now she's a teenager, she's almost gotten this attitude that she's too cool for him. Typical teenage stuff, you know how it is. Typical. Come out and take care of the cow, Edward. And let's go ahead and check on you. You need to take a nap or go to bed or something. She's like, no, I'm just going to clean up a little bit. What is this? Fish head stew? We love that. Why don't you grab yourself a serving of that? And John, you can grab yourself a serving of it as well. Everyone actually could maybe stand to eat something because you're all kind of hungry aside from the parents. You really, really need to go upstairs and have yourself a nap. You are probably going to go into labor soon and you're going to need some rest because you're going to have a baby screaming at you, assuming that the baby makes it. Hi, Leah Maria. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We made it through another portion of the war and now we are just dealing with the family after their summer harvest and waiting on Rose to have her baby. Hopefully she will go into labor soon. She's in her 3rd trimester. And then tomorrow we're going to be aging up Luca and Allura into Luca into a toddler and Allura into a teen. And rolling for their birthdays. So, you know, it's fun times. It was very stressful because we did lose 3 of our Sims in the English Channel. So. Oh my gosh, now John is sick. See, I knew we have something going around in the house. They're just passing around some kind of funky sickness. Edward started this off where he was sick and then he gave it to Alda and then Alda gave it to John. Now John is sick. This is not good. Okay. Well, now you're sick? Ew, that was gross from being a picky eater. Alda was forced to eat something that smells, looks, and tastes funny. Oh my gosh. We do not have time for you to be a picky eater. Alright, go to bed. Everyone's gonna go and get some rest. Alda, you are just too much. Okay? You're just too much. I cannot deal with you and your nonsense. With you and your teenage phases. She's so sad because she had to eat fish head stew. I mean, in all fairness, fish head stew sounds disgusting, but in this time, that's what you had to eat. No, we're not going to prom. There's no such thing. How are you doing, John? You're so bloody tired. Oh, you're feeling better from combating a cold. We love that. You have a great immune system. You guys need to do something fun. Come out here and swing. Both of you. Maybe that will get your fun up. You need to go to the bathroom, please. You're gonna make the bed. Okay, great. You had to stop and do that before you pee yourself. Like, honestly. Oh my gosh. I don't think you're gonna make it to the outhouse. Oh, you did. Okay. Oh, good. Your fun is going up. We love that. What am I going to get you to do to make you have fun? Well, if you go fishing, will you find that fun? I mean, I know what I could get you guys to do to have fun, but every time he tries to approach you, you're like, I've got to go cook. So, you know. Oh, now you're nauseous from swinging. Really? That's annoying. Oh, but fishing is getting her fun up. Yay! Great. You get out here and go fishing. Oh, he's far too uncomfortable to do this? Really? He's asleep. How can he be far too uncomfortable to do this? What's wrong with him? He's desperate for fun, and he's lovelorn. Okay, fine. It's fine. Here, go woohoo with your wife. Here, I'll get her to stop fishing. Is this food still good? Yeah, it is. Come up here, grab a serving, please, sir. Because you need some food. Alda, I would have you cook, but the last time you cooked, you burned my house down. I'm not even trying to deal with that. So, they'll just have themselves a quick woohoo, and then one of them will have to cook something for the family. She's like, I've got to eat something. I thought you were woohooing. Oh, they are. Okay. Maybe it'll rush this pregnancy along. It did. It put her right into labor. Holy moly. All right. We love that. Let you go have that baby. She's unflirty. No. How can you be unflirty as you're woohooing? That doesn't even make sense.
Oh, Venusa.
Alright, Rose is in labor. She's having a baby. We freaking love that. Hopefully she will make it. It's a boy. Alright, so we need a boy name. Let's see if I can find one, unless you want to give me one. Do you want to give me a boy name? Or do you want me to find one on my list? What is today? Today's Saturday. Okay, so they have baby on Saturday. We could name him Arthur. Arthur Arundel. What do you think of that name? Arthur Arundel. And then let's see if this baby and this mom is going to make it through this labor. Alright, so we're going to go over to our dice and we're going to see if mom and baby live. Obviously, mom can't roll a 1 and baby can't roll a 1, 5, 10, 15, or 20. So on a D20, we're going to roll for mom. She rolled a 3. Baby rolled an 8. Both of them survived. We love that.
He's a beanie. Oh, what a turd.
All right, let's get her to feed this baby.
So Nubu.
Last recess, no one wanted to play with me. Okay, whatever. You don't even go to school, but that's fine. She can rock the baby and talk to the baby and cuddle the baby because she's so excited that she has a baby that's living. All right, Edward, you're going to have to give Gregor a bath because he is needing a bath. As a matter of fact, you could stand for a bath. And now it is Sunday. So, technically Arthur's supposed to age up on Sunday, but we'll give it a little bit of time before we age Arthur up. But it is Luca's birthday and Allura's birthday. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll for everyone. So, let's go ahead and do everyone's rolls. So, we will go ahead and roll for Arthur just to make sure he lives. But we won't age him up just yet. So, Arthur needs to roll anything but a 12, 16, 18, or 20. And he survives. Luca can't roll a 4, 8, or 12. Oh no, Luca's gonna die. Oh, dang it. Okay, Luca died. And Allura can't roll a 7. Oh no, Allura's not rolling because she's aging up to a full teen. There's no roll for her. Alright, so, but Luca dies. So we're going to go over into the Petechia house and we will kill Luca, I guess. Dang it. I hate that. And then we will go over into the Arundel house and we will make sure that Allura is aged up to a proper teen. And we need to find her a love interest at some point because she needs to, I guess, get married. She can't have kids, so I don't know if we want to marry her or not, considering she can't have children. or if we should just leave her as a single woman because she can't have children. I haven't really decided what we should do with her. What do you guys think? Do you think that she would marry knowing that she can't bear children? Or do you think she would remain single? Why are the children at daycare? I don't understand. Alright, so we're going to age up Luca to a toddler, and then we will kill him. He had red hair, so I don't know why it changed it to black, but we will fix that. Alright, and Petechia, green. We'll just put you in your little outfit here that you're supposed to be in for your picture. Alright. Little dude. It's time for you to kick the bucket, unfortunately. His brother's over here like, what in the world has happened? Oh my gosh. Okay, you could get over here and see that your son has died. There you go. Are you gonna witness the death? There you go. She's like, oh my gosh. Okay, now we've seen it. I think she would stay single. Yeah, I think she probably would too, just because she knows that she can't bear children, and I think that she probably wouldn't want to, get married knowing that she can't have kids and things like that. Okay, so we probably won't marry Aurora then. We'll just leave her single. I mean, she did roll to marry, that she could marry, but that she wouldn't have children. But we can always leave her unmarried. Look at everybody is just like distraught. Like even Idine's now, she's coming here and she's like, oh my god, my little brother. Alright, so Luca was born when? Luca was born, where are this? Where's this family? When was Luca born? Hold on, I have to look on this because I didn't put it down here. 1336. $1338 he died as a toddler. Alright, so 1336 to 1338. Alright, let's put this in our inventory. And we will go to the cemetery before I forget. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've lost my little one. I know, it's pitiful. It really is. And let me look and see what we have done as far as why will it not let me sign in? Infant, toddler, and child deaths. Let's find out how he died. Lost in the forest. It's dark. Alright. Luca was lost in the forest, and that's how he died. At 2 years old? Lost in the forest? Jeez. Alright, and let's go ahead and put his tombstone in. We're running out of room in this cemetery. All right, and let's go ahead and take her home. He died from being lost in the forest. Yeah. Dark, right? So dark. Alright, and we are going to go ahead and save and manage worlds, and we're going to go over to the Arendelle 2 household and go and make sure Aurora is aged up to a full teen. And then we'll hop back over into our Arendelle household. so that we can get little Arthur aged up as well. Alright, Aurora. Oh, that reminds me, I'm supposed to be killing people. I've got to do that. Isabel died. Isabel died in the war. So Isabel has to die. So let's kill her real quick. That was really quickly a quick death. She's mourning from witnessing the death of a loved one, but she just like walked away from her mother's death. And how do I know if she's a preteen or not? This says add preteen. Oh, now she's a preteen. Now let's take it away, I guess. Hilda has gone into labor. Okay. Hold on. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. I want to take the preteen base off of you. I just added it and I don't want you to be a preteen. Remove preteen trait. Teen years. Okay. Oh, you're just really short. Okay, got it. Okay, and Isabel's tombstone is where? All right, Isabel, where are you on the list? You're where? You were born in 1305. All right, let's just put you in your daughter's inventory for now. And who else do I have to kill? I can't remember. I'm supposed to kill Isabel, Bridget McGrath, and Isabella McMathan. So we'll have to do some deaths really quick. Bloody heck. You know, I forgot that to kill them off. Let's go kill Bridget. Oh, I guess I should go and... Crap. Let's go give birth. Too much things going on. Hilda's in labor. Let's go have a baby first. So we can see if she's gonna actually, you know, survive her childbirth. So Hilda and Angelo got married and clearly pregnant, and she is having her first child. So we're going to head over into her house and see her go into labor, give birth to her first baby, and hopefully her baby will survive childbirth, and hopefully she will survive childbirth. Where is she? She's here. All right, let's go ahead and have her baby. Where is that option? Have baby. All right, go have your baby. I know there is a crib in this house. I know there is. Have your baby. Really? Is there not a crib in this house? I know there is. It's right there. Have that baby. Why can you not get in your house? Is there not any stairs? Is this the problem? Or what? Are there no stairs to the house? Can you like literally not get in your home? Seriously, I guess that is the problem. What the? Okay, now go have your baby. For the love of Pete. She's like, I have to pee and you're making me have birth. Well, I'm sorry.
Oh. Dayola. Yaug. Oh.
Okay, Hilda, you've got this. You've got this.
No.
She's like, do I though? Do I really? And it's a girl. All right, so we are going to name this baby what? What am I going to name this baby? Oh, Hilda, what are we going to name your baby? He's Italian. And you're British. So we'll give your baby an Italian name. Let's name your baby Benedetta. We love it. And then let's find out if you and Benedetta are gonna live. So for you can't roll a 1. You rolled a 9, and your baby can't roll a 1, 5, 10, 15, or a 20. And she didn't. All right, so today is Sunday, and so Benedetta Petachia. That is one mouthful of a name. All right, and we will go ahead and wow. Wow about the baby's name, or wow that they didn't have stairs? Let's go ahead and feed this baby. She's like, I'm starving. I gotta pee. I'm starving. I haven't had stairs for my house. This whole time you've had me locked out. Yes, clearly. Clearly that is the problem. All right. We have fed this baby. We are good. Now we're going to go into Manage Worlds, and we're going to head over and we're going to take care of the other people that need to pass away, which is Bridget McGrath and Isabella McMathan. So Hilda's about to lose her little sister, which is very unfortunate. Alright, so let's go first into the McGrath family, and let's take Bridget. Brendan is losing his twin. Though they didn't have stairs. I just downloaded that house off of the gallery, so I didn't even know it didn't have stairs. That's hilarious. Alright, Bridget. I'm so sorry to do this to you, but I have to kill you. There's some things that you can't do to kill a kid. Alright, death to Bridget. And we will quickly go over to our spinny wheel and let's find out what killed Bridget. According to this, it was drowning, but we actually know she died from being a casualty in the war. So that's what I have actually listed there, actually. So I'm just going to leave hers as casualty of war because she died in the war. Because she died from the role. So I'm going to leave hers as how hers is. I think I'll just use my spinny roll whenever I have to like actually kill someone on the chart. I know, it's so sad. But she was a casualty in the English Channel Naval Campaign. That being said, you now have room to have one more baby, Scarlett. She's like, that's not comforting. I just lost a child. I know, it's so sad. I'm so sorry. Oh, I hate having to kill your kids. Alright, and Bridget was born in 1326. Alright. We will give this... Okay, Grim, you're in the way. Alright, we'll just let her hold on to that for now. I will go and put that in her inventory later, but for now we're going to head over and we're going to take care of Isabella. Ugh. More death. Too much death. I know. There's a lot of death in this game. There is. In this challenge, there is a lot of death. So basically what I'm going to do here is we'll kill Isabella, and then we have to age up Arthur, obviously, into an infant. So we'll do that. But we also have to roll for 3 birthdays for tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and do their rolls to find out if they're going to age up or not. So we'll do those rolls to find out if they're going to be aging up because it's the last day of 1338. Oh, Isabella just became a teen. Great. Well, Isabella, I hate to break it to you, but honey, you're not living for your teen years. Edith has felt an overwhelming sadness wash over her. She can't help but feel gloomy at the moment. Embrace the change. Sure. You literally just watched her die right in front of you. I would say gloomy makes sense. She was a casualty of war, and that would be cause for you to be gloomy. Okay. Can you stop playing this music? It is killing the vibe, considering it's not even supposed to be in this house. I can't do this challenge. I don't like to kill my pixels. Yeah. The thing is, though, is there's so many of your pixels that it's like you kind of have to after a while. Otherwise, there just gets to be there's too many of them. All right, so Isabella was born when? Isabella was born in 1324. All right, Edith, you can put this in your inventory for now. And back to saving and managing worlds. And we are going to go ahead and we are going to roll for the others. So we have Benedetta Patachia, who has to age up to an infant. She can't roll a 12, 16, 18, or 20. She rolls an 11, so she lives. We have Hugh aging up to a preteen, and he can't roll a 7. He rolls a 13, so he lives. And Sten is aging up to a full teen, so with that being said, he just ages up. So as a matter of fact, while I'm here, I might as well just age him up. I'll go back into their monastery and we'll just age Sten up to a full teen. Looks like he already is one. Okay. He's just really short. All right, perfect. So let's go back to our main household. We'll age up Arthur, and then we will continue on, or I'll probably continue on off screen and just play the last day of the year and age up Hugh into a preteen and Benedetta into an infant, because we'll probably run out of time because we are almost out of time for our stream here. But yeah, we'll age up Arthur here to an infant, right? Yeah. That's true, but I prefer them to die by old age instead. Yeah, I get that. But when you have like hundreds of them in a save, okay. Arthur, it's time for you to age up, little guy. Look how excited she is. She's like, yay, you get to be an infant. We love that for you. And we love that for her. That you have surpassed and you have grown and you get to age up and you are going to be a wiggly infant, no less, which is super great. Oh, and you're going to have blonde hair. All right, let's hop into Cass and give him his makeover and take a look at him and get him all dressed up for his photo for the family tree. But he's going to have blonde hair like his mom. Look how cute he is. He got really dark skin though. Why does he have such dark skin? I don't think that's right. I'm gonna change his skin tone a little bit. Because they're both very fair complected. I don't know why he got such dark skin. He's super cute. Got the brown eyes from Edward, but he got the blonde hair from his mom. He is adorable, isn't he? I see you fixed the problem where you had to feed before feeding the baby to age up. I didn't, but what I do is I feed them right after they're born, and then when I go back, I don't have to feed them first. It's just you have to have some kind of interaction with them before you can feed them up, like age them up. So I try to make them interact immediately, and then I don't have to interact like when do you know what I mean? So they do have to have some kind of interaction with the baby before you're allowed to age them up. So yeah. So he is super cute. We are now back in with our family and we absolutely love that. I am probably though going to go ahead and leave this episode or stream, I guess I should say, here. We have had a lot of progress in this one. We've had several deaths. We lost 3 to the war. We have had 2 births, which survived, which was great. And we are overall done pretty well. We have some teenagers that we have to age up. And I am probably going to just get Aurora set up in her own little place with her own little life, and she's probably not going to get married, so we'll just let her live out her life by herself, and we will get her set up in her own little whatever. I don't know. I haven't figured out a storyline for her yet, but maybe we will figure something out, or I'll think up some kind of storyline for her. But we'll get her set up in her own little life, and we will have, you know, we'll be able to visit with her and things like that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave this stream here, and the next video that you will probably see will be 1339. And I don't know if there's a whole lot going on with 1339, but if not, then maybe I'll skip that and we'll do 1340. I haven't decided, but I will see you guys next, probably in a video on YouTube. But until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.
I'll text you